All right. The last book of the Darkverse series is the Annihilator. Yep. So who is this about?
This is Lyla Blackthorn and Dainn Shadowman Blackthorn. Which Lyla is actually Luna Kane, which is Tristan's missing sister for over 20 years.
So this is the one
and
that
he still does not meet her at all.
Yet.
At all.
Yet.
Even by the end of this book.
Yet.
Because Shadowman don't want her to. Because he wants her to want to be with him wholeheartedly, so that if she does meet him, she doesn't stay with him and she comes back to him. He doesn't want to risk losing her to her brother until he knows for a fact that she would come back.
So we're probably going to be getting that in the Syndicator.
Most likely.
It's going to be interesting.
That's going to be the interaction.
So, you did say something about Zephyr. Zephyr was not the actual Morana, it was Zenith.
Yeah.
Zenith is her sister?
Yeah. Sister by adoption.
Yeah. So we'll fix that. And then you said Lyla is actually
Tristan's real sister.
And she was the one that was taken with Morana when all those girls were taken. Okay, hold on 1 second.
Okay, I'll just put it right here.
And so I wonder if Morana's even going to recognize Lyla. Probably not, because if they were so young.
No, not at first.
So let's talk about Shadow Man and Lyla. Let's talk about that. Because everybody knows him as Shadow Man instead of Dainn. And we had to do a lot of digging to find Shadow Man's real name.
The only person that finds out his real name, and the fact that it's associated with the whole Shadow Man thing, is her. And the people that died after they figure out who he is.
So, let's talk about it. Is Shadow Man the one who adopted her? Like, took her?
No.
No. Is he a part of the people who took her?
No.
So, is he like someone who rescued her?
After quite a few many years, yeah.
And he kind of...
He's mainly stuck to the shadows. He's seen and been near during a lot of this trauma that she went through. But he's just waiting for the right moment to get her out of it. And eventually he does that. Eventually. It just takes him for fucking ever to do it. Personally, I probably would have, got her out of that situation a lot sooner, but...
So is there, like, a really big age gap between the Shadow Man and Lyla, or is there...
I'm trying to remember. Go through here real quick, like... Find them again, motherfuckers.
It's warm. Open up the doors, let it ventilate.
This is the excess paper.
Okay, baby.
I didn't use.
Let's see here. I know there's a pretty big age gap because she is like, I think she's 18 when he gets her out or whatever.
Is he already in his 20s, in his 30s?
He's pretty up there. He's at least, I want to say 10, 12. So no more than 15 years older than she is. I can't really remember. There's not detail that I kept in my memory bank.
Okay, so whenever he rescued her or whatever, was his purpose of trying to get her to be with him, or...
Yeah, for the most part.
So he just saved her so he could have her?
Pretty much. Because before he actually saves her, he's got a whole ginormous ass fucking house built into a mountain for them before he even tries to get her out of that situation.
So he becomes obsessed with her before. So it's kind of like a stalker... Stockholm syndrome type of thing.
In a way, yeah.
Or like a white knight or whatever, because he saves her and so she falls in love with her savior.
I'd call him a black knight, but yeah.
So,
You got drinks in there?
Does she find out that that's the reason why he saved her?
Eventually.
And she goes a little
Yes.
berserk, doesn't she?
Hmm?
She goes a little berserk.
A little bit. Don't do that. Don't spew.
So is Lyla better than the other women so far? Like more.
Upon further inspection of my reading book, Lyla is number 2.
The Coke.
And I actually said Amara was my favorite. So
They did have a black one, by the way. It was just showing wrong.
What about the Shadow Man, Dainn? Where does he lie? Has he outdone Tristan now, or?
oh yeah, he's number 1.
He's
Without
number
a
1.
doubt. It is without a doubt. It's Shadow Man, Tristan. Did I say Alfred or Dante first? I think it was Dante. Right?
I can't remember.
I don't remember. But yeah, Shadow Man's number 1.
Shadow
For
Man's
sure.
number 1.
It's just, it's nuts.
And would you rate this book?
10 out of 10. I mean, you gotta think, he set a motherfucker on fire in one of the most unique ways that I've seen. He took alcohol, bottle of alcohol, poured it around his bed, right? Poured it all over him, made him drink it, and then lit his mouth on fire. And then when he got up to chase him out of the room, he flicked the lighter to the bed and set the rest of it on fire.
Mm.
So, I mean, it's out there. It's
Nice.
the most extreme that I've seen in book form. Yeah, book form. Horror movie, maybe not, but book, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right. So what are we currently reading?
What do you mean, what are we currently reading?
What are you currently reading?
I still got one more book to review before
Oh
I can
yeah,
tell you
we
that.
have one more book. Oh yeah.
I can't do that yet.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just waiting on one more book for this one, which is the Syndicator. Waiting for her to decide when to drop it, because we have looked into it, and she says she's not going to release it until she's happy with it, that type of thing, and I can't blame her.
100% perfect.
Yeah, and I can't blame her.
I can't believe
But I may not even read these until maybe we get the Syndicator, because
well, at least by the time you get a chance to read these other 5, I can be reading that one.
yeah. All right.
As soon as it comes out.
Let's go do your next book so we can do your current read.